la Briarde.
Poulet à la Briarde, I'd possibly order that if I was in a French restaurant, mainly because I know it's chicken.
Poulet, French for chicken, and Briarde is a sauce made in the town of Briarde.
Typical Jack, which is what I expect and hope from Jack, so he hasn't disappointed.
Doesn't mention vegetables with that, so I hope there is some vegetables with that.
Fear not, Sarah, there's a veritable greengrocer's worth, with shallots, spring onions, mushrooms and asparagus going into the sauce, and potatoes served alongside.
I'm expecting chicken with a really nice sauce, either creamy or like red winey. I want like potatoes, vegetables and all that with it.
With that blazing momentum, Jack gets to work on his main, which all needs to be cooked from scratch. The chicken gets a browning before he cracks on with his sauce.
All of the water is going to release from the shallots, from the scallions, and it's going to create a beautiful stock of its own. It's going to be gorgeous. Raunchy sauce. Too hot to handle. Should call it hot jazz sauce. Oh.
Steady on there, man. He adds cider, garlic and cream to his hot jazz sauce, then plops his chicken in for a simmer, while he gets on with the veg.
Perfection takes time, and that is exactly what I'm striving for. Absolute perfection.
Does perfection need to take an hour, though?
After the soup, I was really looking forward to the main, having seen it on the menu. We were chatting, we were having a great evening, but I got to be honest, time was ticking on. Really enjoying everyone's company this evening. We're having a good laugh. I have to say, though, I am starving. This has been quite a while now.
I think Jack might have been trying a little too hard to impress, and he lost some of his audience with the long wait we had between starter and main.
Never fear, just the spuds to go now. Blimey, they sound a bit solid. Oh, well, I'd just get them on a plate if I were you.
Bicycle clip time.
You better hurry or you'll be on your bike.
Maybe just a little bit of scallion over the top.
Finally, it's ready to serve.
Second act of the evening, poulet à la Briarde.
The main, poulet à la Briarde. Take it away, Jackie boy.
Please enjoy. Bon appetit. I can only apologise for the wait, but perfection takes time, I'm afraid.
I was going to say it certainly looks worth the wait.
Oh, thank you very much indeed.
When you've got guests for dinner, it needs to be there on the table. And after an hour or so, I could have eaten my own head.
Smells just like my local Chinese.
Oh. I think that's meant to be a compliment.
Thank you.
The chicken was delightful. It didn't smell like a Chinese at all. That woman is a Philistine.
But you know what? My local Chinese is banging, so it's cool. It's cool.
I do find the potatoes a little bit too al dente.
Absolutely raw.
That's another way of saying it.
No, Jackie boy, it's lovely. Like, the taste is lovely. The potatoes are crunchy. It doesn't bother me that potatoes were hard. Like, the actual main part, which was the chicken, was lush.
Can I ask, do we have a billiards room? When I cut into a potato, I couldn't even cut through it. And I thought, oops.
The sauce was lovely, the presentation was lovely. Unfortunately, the potatoes were a little undercooked.
Jack, when you go to the local kebab van, what do you order?
I am a great fan of poutine.
Garlic mayo, mint sauce, all the salads on that?
No, it's not quite what you think, dear. No. And that it is potatoes with cheese curds and gravy.
They could mix that up for you, cheesy chips and gravy. Cheesy chips and gravy is exactly the same thing as a poutine.
It's breathtaking how she thinks she's hilarious and will reduce everything to kebabs and dumbing it all down.
Potatoes are chips, so it's the same thing. Jackie boy, what do you... Jackie boy.
Yeah?
Do you mind your nickname that I've given you?
It's not my first choice of nickname. I've been called many things in my time, rarely Jackie boy. You are the first. I will remember it in my fondest nightmares.
Adam, Jade, myself, we seem to have kind of gelled during those last 3 days. Sarah's chosen not to really make the effort like we have.
I put my heart and soul into it for you.
Oh, we're
Maybe
having
not-
offal.
Hello? Did anyone hear Sarah's awful joke? Guys!
I'm not included in the conversation.
You know, Sarah's the kind of person that lights up a room when she leaves.
Joe!
Though has its mistakes, I'm still confident that my food is winning food and that it is possibly some of the best that this week has held thus far.
That's the spirit, old chap. Now, who's up for some good old-fashioned fun, Jack style?
So I'd like to introduce you to my wonderful friends Ben and Paul, and we're going to play some music from the 1920s for you. Hi then, chaps, are we ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's been unravelling Jack's experience and ability, and he's a little bit of an enigma.
Jackie Boy was amazing.
Take the beat, Paul.
He's so good. And that little lad on the drums, like, dun, 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 like, yeah. I loved it. Amazing.
It had made sense to me prior, but just seeing him perform, you know, he just seems to be in his element. He just comes alive, and it was just wonderful to see that.
Excellent.
Bravo! With the guests in high spirits, it's time for Pull.
Smashed it.